Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Chaosgate Demon Hunters. In the last episode we ventured into the Warp Storm for the very first time and we survived, we did it. We came out with obviously injuries, that's just our standard state of affairs at the moment apparently. But we did alright, I'm pretty happy with that. And following on to one of my comments I made in the video, one of my kind friends commented in the on the video itself and pointed out that you can change the name of your characters, and you can select from a predetermined set of surnames. So both of our Patreons, Pax and Draffi, have now been renamed Pax Mir and Draffi Malkus. It's as close as I could get to their names. So Pax and Draffi have now become my tank and my apothecary. They're probably my two most valuable units, so I really hope they don't die anyway. I'm just going to have to go fingers crossed on that one. We're doing well on the ranking on there, so really keen to have them. We need to actually just buff up Voldred and Darrig. Cadden can just sit back, but we're doing okay. So I've had a look around, I've had a look at what we're doing. I feel like we did put... I'm fairly sure we did give Cadden a gun. Yeah, we did. Okay, so I've had a look around, had a look on the map, and we're going to this medical facility thing here. I still don't know what this view is really for. It doesn't really help me at all, but we're going to this medical facility to see what's going on and how they're inoculating people against the bloom. So, if you're enjoying the content, please do like, comment, subscribe, join us on Patreon in the description down below. But anything you really want to do, I'm just happy to hear from it. Just drop a comment, let me know what you're expecting to see, and I'll be more than happy to hear your input. Ooh, Warp Storm disturbance. Okay, so maybe we do need to worry about shields and things.
Alert. Warp storms barrage the Edict surface. Significant hull breach detected. Further exposure risks catastrophic breakdown.
Okay, good. Good. So, let's have a quick look here.
Servitors and components have been allocated.
We've got 11 days for additional construction. I'll be honest. How are we looking? Is there like a statistic? She's got construction rate, but do we have like a hull integrity 2 out of 3? Okay, so we're not too bad. And so what do these do? So where's the next shield? Okay, so they can protect it from a bit of a barrage. I think for now we'll carry on.
Cries out for repair.
Let's see if we can make it out of the warp storm. Okay, we made it out of the warp storm. We'll look at that as being one of our next options. Prognosticars now improved, so we can look at doing more research. So here's interesting, we are running out. So the WP on Warp Surge could be nice. It costs 1 of our 10 seeds. Immobilize enemy units could be nice. And also crit, now that we're starting to get some crit synergies. So I think I'm going to research the crit synergy one. Because we're starting to get to the point where our crits are actually going to matter. And then we can heal our integrity later. We're coming to this little medical location now. And seeing what we can come across. So, plot points, hopefully.
I've arrived at the Medicaid's facility. I will depart in my frigate and make direct contact myself. With the bloom outbreak so rampant in this area, it could take me some time.
Can you not simply seize their records? You have the authority.
Yeah.
Such biomancies can be exceedingly complicated. Without examining their patients firsthand, it would be time-consuming to understand their process.
So, what do we want to do? Seize the records on your authority, interrogate them, see what you can learn. We may be here for some time, or take time to study their process. We'll be here for a long time. Honestly, for once, I actually think taking time's fine. We want time to upgrade things and to generate more servitors and things like that. So let's go for it.
Are not known to be particularly efficient.
0% ship speed. That's fine. We're just going to chill here for 10 days. That's literally what we wanted to do anyway. We weren't going to make it over to that mission. We're not going to this one yet. There's nothing else to do. That worked out really well for us. So, oh, is this a ship project complete? There we go. Accelerated construction speed. I trust we can keep this between us. In order to expedite our reconstruction efforts, I had to deviate from the Adeptus Mechanicus procedures and improvise. Oh, hang on. This is Lunete. I would be shunned by many of my peers were they to learn of this breach. There you go. That's what it sounds like. Yet even engine seers on their first tour quickly learn and find adaptable solutions without outright breaking the omniscience strictures. New project. So, we can go for ship defences and healing and all that sort of thing, but In fact, we don't even have enough servitors yet. Interesting. So we need to find missions that get us more servitors. How much does it cost for that's the construction speed. How much is this? 8 servitors. I mean, we've got the thing that gives us the most servitors now, don't we? Yeah, so every 5 days we get servitors. That's not that many. This is going slower than I thought, so maybe we have to start looking at actually doing real upgrades rather than other things. XP could be nice. Healing could be nice. Prognosticars could be nice. I mean, we can technically do that. But by the time it comes around, we won't have many. I'm okay without that. I think we just have to wait. And wait till we've got a little bit more. Okay. 3 new eruptions of bloom activity are in the sector. Yeah, so that's unsurprising. Why is that red? Danger level medium. 13 days left. I don't understand. Okay, that gives us 10 servitors though. What about this? What does that give us? A grimoire and corruption. And that gives us a requisition. Funnily enough, we're stuck for 4 days. I don't think we're going to make it in time. So let's just wait till this is done first. And see if there's any chance of making it to any of them.
Commander, it has been a fruitful excursion. We have slowed the bloom spread to a crawl upon this world. Unfortunately, the solution relies on a volatile local compound, and so cannot be applied elsewhere. We should return to our strategic objectives.
Okay, so less corruption, but not a good situation. Unfortunately, it looks like we can't quite make it to any of these in time. That's so frustrating. We're so close. But this is just an awkward route. So yeah, we're not actually going to make it to any of these at all. We can make it to this while that's there. So this one just must have a... No. Oh, well, we'll head this direction. Like I said, we're not going to make it, so we might as well head back towards our prognosticars, because we know we can't make that. Yeah, sad. We're going to miss all 3 of those, which I imagine increases corruption. That's so close as well to making it. We'll just wander around. So we got our new stratagem, more research. I guess we just go for this. We are now up to 7 servitors, so we do need a little bit more. We'll move to the centre of the universe as far as we're concerned. I wish there was a way to clear these planets out. New bloom activity, there we go.
Cannot afford to sit on our hands while the bloom spreads.
Is this the one? Yes, okay, I know bloom spreads. So that can give us loads of requisition. We don't get crits on that one. What about this one? I didn't realise the rewards are that different. That one is also just a grimoire. And that one is the servitors. Without using willpower. That's a very interesting one. And this gets us a tier 2 Stormbolter, but 10 servitors. And we've got 8 servitors already. What does it get us? Stormbolter, power armor. And what about here? Stormbolter, interceptor, power. It's all power armor. Where's our Terminator armor? So what are the mission tertiaries in this? Kill them with ranged weapons for 2 points, and that will get us 5 grimoires in total. That will get us 5 as well, and don't do crits. That one's getting more bloomy. Let's go for this, because we've got enough. In fact, we need to set up a construction thing anyway. So let's go with... I'm torn between wound speed and XP. XP is the more long-term one. Let's go XP. We're all in on this ramp plan, and then we're going to go here. We are losing out on servitors a little bit, so we're going to need to pick up a mission with servitors soon. But we're going all in on a requisition for now, so maybe I don't have the capacity to ramp in all 3 methods. So this is no crits, but a load of requisition and potentially a good Stormbolter and power armor. A weird Narthesium and a grenade. Cadam Ruben's going to be slightly wounded, but that's fine. We'll select this. No crits is fine. So, Pax and Draffy. Perfect, welcome. Cadam might want to swap. for Darig. Thul. No, not Thul. He's already Thul. Oh well. Cadon, I was going to say could stop for Voldred. So they're both crit based, but it's not the end of the world. And now we can use... Pax can swap away from his thingy, Servo Skull, and we can probably just go back to a regular grenade here. I do think grenades are worth it. There we go. This is our team. Pax, Draffy, Darig and Voldred. It seems like the dream team, really. Stratagems, we do get Prognosticar's influence. So we can go for heal or gain crits, but we can't crit anyway, so... Prognosticar influence there. Let's go. No crits. Let's see if we can do this. It does make some of our synergies a little bit lackluster, because we've got a couple of things where you can do extra things on crits, extra damage, loads of stuff, but this may not come up well for us. I think we're fine, because usually we're not relying on crits for things. Like, the one where we couldn't use willpower, that would probably been a lot more difficult, because using things like the 4-strike and Darig's... not Darig... Yeah, Darig's like big explodey shot. It's pretty relevant, so... I don't know, it would have been interesting, but I do need the servitors, so next time one comes up, if there's any reasonable chance of getting the servitors, we're going to go for that. I'm hoping that it's basically the duration that this research takes before we get a new mission, and we can go there and pick up those servitors. I am slightly disappointed that medical camp wasn't actually a mission, it was just a let's sit here and decide what we do. I wonder what would have happened with the other options. It would have definitely made some people unhappy. If it made Vakir unhappy, that probably slows down research. But that would have probably been fine, so maybe we should have just been like, actually we do what we want, and then we could have made it to the one with the... Yeah, we then probably could have made it to the place that has the servitors, and on top of that, I'm guessing now that every time you don't complete a mission is where the bloom sort of corruption thing goes up. So maybe that's what we need to be keeping an eye on, because that's not... Either that's not been explained, or I've not been paying attention. It's probably a combination of both, because if it's anything to do with GW, Games Workshop, they don't explain things particularly well, but obviously this game was made by a developer, not them, so who knows, maybe it's a bit of their influence rubbing off.
The threads of prognostication lead here to the husk of this abandoned mountain fortress.
Time is against us now. The great bloom spawn has completely gestated its seeds. It will expel them very soon.
So is this a destroy bloom spawn thing? Yes, it is. So, destroy the bloom spawn spreader. I really wish it could just... Ew. Okay, we can just click and see where it is. Why have I not thought of this before? Okay, so they're both just down that direction. So, let's Venga Boys it and want to have a party. On you go, Pax. I really hope this doesn't just trigger it immediately. That would be so annoying, but it's probably likely to. Okay, we're not quite. Bloom Threader would disperse its spores into nearby systems unless we destroy it first. Purifying the bloom vents can delay the dispersal for one turn.
It will be done.
Okay, so this is like the thing where we gain seeds. So that delays that. So...
Yes, Commander.
Darig Thul. You can just purify this. And this way we're not triggering things as quickly. Purify. And you can use your remaining movement just to head back over to Party Town.
Yes.
Because we're going to go straight this way. And Draffy, time for you to join us. So Draffy's just going to run as far as he can. All the way up here towards this unit up that way and maybe gets the retrigger. Not quite. Okay, so this works out well. How far can we get up here? There. Okay, so let's just move straight up. Ooh. Okay, so there may actually be multiple here. So let's see where they run. The chances are we probably want to just move to this slot first. But if we clear this out, then it's a more open route that way, and it takes us to this spreader. So, what if Darig moves this way? So this takes 1 AP, so we'll just move here first. Hopefully this won't trigger it. It does. Okay, so it wasn't ideal, but it works.
Shall be tested.
Especially if they all bunch up around that thing. That might be a nice big explosion for us.
I see the foe.
We've got a seed extraction to do, but we can deal with that in a minute. Okay, so where can we get to with 1 AP from here? Get to here, which gives us line of sight to literally everything. So we'll move up here.
Moving out.
Now, what if we do this shot with Psychic Onslaught? Okay, that kills the seed carrier, so that does mean that we want Draffy to move up here first and extract that seed before we do anything else. Because Draffy is our resource gatherer. Steel seeds! So this is going okay. There are things here that are going to spit at us, which I don't like. Maybe we can send someone over there to deal with it.
I pull a seed from this rock.
Can you get there? No. So now we're going to
What
send
is your will?
Darrig in. I think it was... So this one probably hits the explosion. Does this hit everything and kill it? So this just basically kills everything anyway, so we might as well just do this. The explosion doesn't matter too much. Just absolutely decimates them. Yeah, we can just shoot this one down. And can we get over to that guy in the corner?
Enemy down!
Yes, enemy is down. Okay, not from you. What about you? Pax, can you do it? Looks like Pax can do it with a 4-strike. Let's do it. It would be a waste not to. So this plan, I think, is going to be to run up through that door, kill that first bloom spawn. Okay, so this has refreshed everything. Poor Voldred is just sitting at home, basically. How far can he... So he can teleport a bit through the wall. Can he get over here? Not quite. So... This is... Oh, does he have to be able to see it? There we go. So this gets him a little bit further. Hopefully he doesn't trigger those ones to the bottom. No. Okay, good. So we can just run up here, because... Gate to Infinity has to be visible as well, I believe. Because if it wasn't, we could just teleport right through here. Gate of Infinity, sorry. Yeah, so it has to be visible, so can't do that. So we just need to move everyone up.
Standing ready.
So Darrig Thrall, Chief Gunner, can move up to here. And then we'll get Draffy, who needs to come up next.
Your orders?
Stay nice and safe, Draffy. That's what we need from you. And then maybe this way around we can get some grenades going if we need to. I'm going to use as little movement as possible from him, see if we can get through the door with 2. How far can we get with 2? Potentially to here, that's not bad. I'll take that. So we're just going to go with 2 to begin with. Burst through the wall. Oh, get a nice bit of lag here. Okay, this is... Okay, we're waiting for the drama of the Kool-Aid Man. Oh my god, is that a... What's it called? A drone thing? Is that a fetid bloat drone, I want to say? Something like that. Oh my god, that is so cool.
Warning. Unstable warp disruption detected.
Yes, alright. Something's not right here,
Nurgle will
obviously.
not give up this ground so easily. Destroy that bloom spawn now.
Yeah. This might be a destroy the bloom spawn situation. Okay, so... Do we kneel to... Okay, how many wounds does it have? 30. Do we think we can do 30? I mean... I kind of think we might be able to. So what if we do teleport everyone here? Like into this little bubble right here. I'm going to go for it. Like, you know what? I haven't tried anything like this yet. And this way we can just go straight into damage mode. We are just going to nuke everything down with everything we've got. Force strike, go for it. See if we can ignore the bloat drone and just work our way through. So Darrig does more damage with ranged attacks usually. This is going to... I mean, this looks like it's not going to hurt us, but it doesn't really do anything different. 5 damage, 5% crit, and 5 damage. Sure, let's just go for the 5 damage. Just do it again. You know what we need to do when we get our packs through? Where's packs? Hang on, who is packs here? Where's packs gone?
Your orders?
There's what? So we need to give additional AP to packs. Because if we give it to packs, he can then use his ability to give even more AP. Oh, we've got Hammer Hand. But you can give 2 AP and ignore cover. So Warp Charge to give 3 AP over here. Absolutely. So I reckon
Here.
if we make it here for 1 and 4 strike.
I am with you.
There we go. 4 strike takes it to 6 damage. Yeah, so we're going to need to at least 1 4 strike here. And just 1 regular attack. Is that the mission?
A job well done, Commander.
Is that's the entire mission?
At our victory today.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. We just launched in there, absolutely picked them apart, and just ignored everything that was there and just completed the mission so quickly. That's great. We had enough damage there. I forgot about the additional attacks there, so that worked out really well for us. And we didn't take any damage. So that's, I'm assuming, what Bloodless was, is the achievement for not taking any damage the entire mission. So we literally only fought like 1 group of units and then just went straight to the mission objective and got all of the requisition we could ever need and possibly some bonus items. Oh, that's great. So that puts us at enough requisition that if we need to, when Grandmaster Kai comes back around, we can actually just deal with that. Okay, so that's good. We probably need to build up the ship defences at some point, but again, reducing corruption. I'm assuming those little dots around the planets are corruption. So you'd think by being like 10 hours into this game I'd have figured out what was going on, but really not quite. Well, probably only like 7 hours. These aren't like hour-long videos every time. But that went really, really well, and nobody got injured, which is very rare for me. We're getting better at this. Now that I understand like how the game ends. Yeah. So now we're up to 10 requisition. We've got Stormbolter and Power Armor, which could be good. -1 corruption. So we don't need a rank 2 Purgator. Ooh, +3 range when we upgrade it, and additional crit damage. Yeah, it's fine. It bothers me that they're all just the same damage. What about the armor? +2 willpower, +10% focus, immunity to drained. I mean, none of these are jumping. Ooh, okay, jumping out at me. Like, sure, I mean, there's a chance I'm missing something. Maybe this range upgrade's great, but it's only on a Stormbolter. If it was on something else, like if it was on like a Silencer or a Psy Cannon, then I'd be excited, but it's not, and I can't upgrade things yet anyway, so these don't do much for me. This is the only one that's got a consideration, but I think I'd rather wait and see if there's some that have more useful offensive stats. Yeah, I'm going to wait and just push for tier 3, save all my requisition, because I don't feel like I'm lacking at the moment. Okay, what XP do we get? Any level ups? Here we go, Voldred got there at least. So let's promote Voldred. So, this is crit damage. Hang on, isn't there the thing where we can get him to do... Yeah, you can gain AP on crit damage. So, is there anything with more crit chance? Armor, damage on shooting, range to teleport. That's pretty nice. So that's there, and then this is extra power. Swap a knight is quite interesting as well. Teleport strike. Any number of targets and a valid destination within range 10, and teleport and deal 4 damage to all targets. Okay. Suppression discipline. Oh, so we actually have to be able to upgrade to equip a silencer with him. So, I wish I could see where the crit was. Is there like a crit statistic somewhere? Because it would be really useful if... That's focus, resistance, resilience. Like, it feels like one of these should be crit. So, is it just on here now? It doesn't tell me... There you go, 20% crit there. And then we've got a hammer hand that goes to 100%. 15% crit there. So we're at like nearly 50%. So I would have went for... I mean, I kind of like the idea of teleport strike and working towards that. So what are these? These are... When you use a teleport ability, you have a chance to gain AP as well. Ooh. You know what? I think we're going to work towards that, and the crit damage is really nice. But we can pick that up later. Let's go utility first. I think I'm actually going to pick up both of these teleport abilities first, rather than... You know what, no. Let's go teleport strike first. That seems right to me. Okay, so because this hasn't been too long, we can see, is there any way of getting to one of these before it runs out? There is not. So, once again, we're just gonna... Like, the fact that... Yeah, there's just no... We're so close to be able to get there. We do want some ship speed. We're going to just move to the middle and see if there's any upgrades and things, or things that happen while we're here. We do need to work towards servitors, so we're starting to fall behind a little bit in terms of what we're doing, because I think we focus too much on grimoire missions and need to focus on servitor missions, because we're getting enough grimoires anyway. In fact, we should look at when... Ooh, intervention. Okay. So, we don't care as much about research speed here, so we can upset Vakir if we need to.
Proximate warp currents are unstable. Recommend immediate aggressive acceleration or the edict's coordinates may be disrupted.
Okay, so we don't know what's going to happen.
Insufficient cogitation time to perform reductive calculations. Impact imminent.
Let me ward the ship, Commander. I just read an ancient tome on the topic of warp turbulence.
Well, we're not doing Vakir because we don't care about this.
No doubt. Tampering with the warp on such a scale is foolhardy. The edict is a sturdy ship. We should ride it out.
Okay. So the ship being at risk is a worry because we've already taken 1 ship damage. We don't have a Geller field, whatever it is. So I think we're just going to have to take Lunette's advice, and Lunette's never steered us wrong so far. We'll accelerate immediately.
Prayers should be directed to the machine god.
Yes, we will pray to the machine god. Minus 20% ship speed. I hope that's temporary. Permanently? Oh, that's so bad. Is that something we can repair? Is that one of our repairy things? Yeah, there we go. So this is what we can do. We need 6 servitors and 8 days to repair it. Okay, that's fine, as long as it is repairable. So we're here. We know we can't quite get to either of these, so now we just advance time. It can't be long until Big Daddy comes back. Start new research. Is it, let me guess, the last research we've got? Yep. This is why we don't mind upsetting Vakir right now, because we can't research anything anyway. Can't get to any of these. Can't do anything. Start a new project. We can't do any new projects yet, because we need 6 servitors. And the other things that we'd want to be doing are like this, which is 8 servitors. Yeah, we've maybe messed up the efficiency a little bit here. We'll just advance time until we've got some more options as to what to do. I still feel like this is a good central point to be waiting. New bloom activity. Okay, so this is good. We're going to wherever servitors are. Oh my god. Oh, we've ignored that planet.
It will advance the Morbus.
Sure. Advance the Morbus is. Please.
If we fail 5 flowering missions, the Morbus will come, and this sector will be doomed.
Okay. Annoyingly, this isn't one that's going to give us things that we need. Is there one on the way? Is that it? So, that gives us servitors. I think there's a chance we might be able to do both of these. So we're going to travel to here, and we're going to take the risk, basically. We're going to travel here and try and pick up some servitors on our way. I think we might just be able to do it. It's a risk. Like, it's a real risk. I'm going to check as soon as we get there and see whether this was a mistake or not. But it's not the end. We've got 1 day till the Grandmaster's response as well, so we can upgrade even more. This one gives us a tier 2 power armor and an apothecary and some sort of fancy war gear. Okay, so we can make it there. Okay, good. So we're not in too difficult of a spot. We can make it to where we need to be. It's a big, scary thing, and I don't really understand what's going on. But whatever the Morbus is coming for us. So there we go. We've got everything we need for the Grandmaster's report. We've got 10 requisition. Hopefully we don't upset him this time, so we can still use all 10. And yeah, more progress. So I feel like next time we're going to try this mission, get our research back on track. So not research, construction back on track. Maybe repair the ship, maybe do something else, but probably repair the ship because it's not too big of an investment. And hopefully we can just carry on that track, because we do need to figure out how to actually get to the point where we can research things again, because otherwise we don't have any point in all this ramp we've been doing. So if you've enjoyed this, thank you. Please do just like, comment, subscribe, join us on Patreon. Anything you want to do to support the channel is much appreciated. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.